changes everything you thought you knew about divorce. They told you God hates divorce. They made you believe that once you're divorced, you're cursed for life. But what if I told you there's a verse in the Bible that changes everything you've been taught about divorce? A verse so powerful, so controversial, that many preachers skip it during sermons. Stay with me till the end, because what you're about to hear may shake the foundation of what you thought you knew about God, marriage, and separation. For years, the church has repeated one phrase: God hates divorce. It's taken from Malachi 2 verse 16. But here's the twist. Did you know that in some of the earliest manuscripts, that verse doesn't even say, God hates divorce? Instead, it says something closer to, if a man hates and divorces his wife, putting the focus not on God's hatred, but on human cruelty and unfaithfulness. That changes everything, doesn't it? Because if that translation is accurate, the verse is not a universal condemnation of divorce. It's a rebuke against injustice within marriage. Now, let's look at Matthew 19, where Jesus says, whoever divorces his wife, except for sexual immorality, and marries another, commits adultery. Most stop reading there. But in the next verses, even Jesus' disciples respond with shock, saying, if this is the situation, it's better not to marry. That shows how radical and complex this teaching was. Not a legalistic rule, but a spiritual mirror reflecting the seriousness of covenant love. So, was Jesus condemning all divorce? Or was he challenging people to respect the sacredness of marriage, rather than weaponize scripture to trap the brokenhearted? Here's the part most churches won't talk about. Even in the Old Testament, God himself issued a certificate of divorce to Israel, Jeremiah 3 verse 8. Yes, God divorced his unfaithful people. So if God used that metaphor, could it mean that divorce itself isn't the unforgivable sin, but rather a symbol of broken covenant caused by unfaithfulness? That verse alone, Jeremiah 3 verse 8, turns the narrative upside down. It shows that God understands pain, betrayal, and the deep sorrow that comes from a broken relationship. He doesn't condemn those who've suffered. He calls them back to healing. So before you judge someone for being divorced, remember this: you might be quoting the wrong verse or misunderstanding the right one. The Bible's message about divorce isn't about shame. It's about truth, restoration, and grace. If you found this eye-opening, hit subscribe, share this video, and let's keep uncovering the hidden truths religion doesn't want you to see. Because sometimes one verse can change everything you thought you knew.